Justice League Unlimited, issue number 5. That's right, folks. Are you familiar with the upcoming 6-part event We Are Yesterday? If you're not, we're kind of teasing it in this issue. Mark Waid's like, what if things were better yesterday and the villains were cooler than they are now? Which, I don't know if that's the theme of the book. That's what I got from this issue, where it's like, villains today, they're just like anti-heroes and in like weird places. What is Lex Luthor doing? What is Sinestro doing? Can't we have them be better when they were like evil again? Look, we'll get into it. This book opens up and we're in Sydney, Australia because there's the G20 Summit. It's the annual forum for world leaders to come together and talk about stuff to fix the world or whatever. And Flash is there of Impulse, Supergirl, Wonder Woman are there. Also, Green Lantern and Star Sapphire are there. And it's just really fun. And we got Thunderlord, who has like a supersonic scream, and he's one of the people as part of the ambassadors and all that stuff. Anyways, a thing happens, and they're all teleported to like a strange place where they're attacked by monsters, and they're inside a bubble. Uh-oh, all the world leaders were vulnerable because they were in one place, and they were taken. We cut to the Watchtower, everyone's trying to like figure out what's going on, how did that happen? 20 world leaders and 6 superheroes just disappeared. They got to get a team in place to figure out how to bring them back while Superman's dealing with like some nuclear reactor stuff going on in Japan. A lot of the other heavy hitters are out like helping like a dam that broke in China. So there's not a lot they can do that's going to help that. And there's nothing that we can figure out about it. But Mr. Terrific's been looking at the Legion of Doom. Just like, this seems like this could be their attack, but I don't think they're part of Inferno, or potentially not. Like, besides, a lot of the heroes are good now. Like, nobody knows what Joker's been doing for a while. And, like, why would Joker do any of this? Either way, are the villains going to be villains again? I would say yes, but then the event's called We Are Yesterday. So, sounds like yesterday characters. Either way, whatever. That ain't working. It's Legion of Doom related, but we'll come back to Legion of Doom. We cut to deeper in the Watchtower for the Atom Project, where the Atom is talking to Batman and Martian Manhunter. They're trying to figure out how to get a hold of everybody quicker and like analyze what happened to Jean because Jean lost his powers. Specifically use telepathic ones to communicate with people. Like, just let me work on some stuff. I'm trying to figure it out, okay? Give me a minute. I'm sure it's not easy to fix that stuff. Cut back to some random location where people are fighting, and it ain't looking good. The heroes are all, like, explaining to each other in their conversation that we have a lot of, like, the biggest leaders of the world here. Of course none of them want to listen to us and get together. They're not our puppets. One of them tells Green Lantern, like, you're not in charge here. I'm in charge. He's like, just shut up. We're trying to save your life, asshole. It ain't working well. Hal gets stabbed in the arm with, like, a big pincher from a spider creature. So he's kind of down for the count. Wonder Woman's getting as many of them she can away. It's like, Impulse, you should maybe do more, but you're not the best at teamwork. So maybe just like stand aside for a sec and figure that out. I like that Waid is very familiar with the Impulse character, so he's gonna like have the character have his weird speech balloons that are like weird cartoons that he envisions for himself. So he's just like standing away, and he runs into like one of the political figures just standing there not doing anything. So he looks at him. He's like, there's like a weird smirk on his face. And that's when Impulse is like, that's a red flag. So he's like, come on, you come with me. We're getting out of here. There's something going on with you. I got to figure out what it is. So back at the Watchtower, the Atom has figured out like the readings to what happened to John's powers somewhere in the African jungle. And the last time we got like a signal on it was at like this specific time, which is exactly when the people at the G20 Summit were taken. So it's like, oh shit, one of the people at the G20 Summit is actually working with John's powers and has manipulated the things going on. Obviously. Impulse is now caught in like a weird illusion. They have to figure out a way to find the people to get to the G20 Summit because it's a setup. They've been set up. Oh no, how are we going to stop this? Impulse realizes that this is probably Inferno. Somebody doing something is like making him forget his mind now of like what he saw there. It ain't looking good. The rest of the heroes are doing their best. They practically got everybody in like one location. Star Sapphire's got like a field around them to keep them all located together. Kara's going to go out and try to like pull them away from this location using the lasso. So they go out. She's like out in space, whatever space is. Takes them to like the Phantom Zone prison gate. Breaks through. They crash land onto the watchtower, as one does. Impulse goes to take Hal to the infirmary. Batman shows up with his team like, somebody there, set us all up. These are hostages. This isn't going well. What is going to happen? And that's when Airwave has to step in, because Airwave, of course, we know is working for Inferno. He is on the team of the bad guys, which sucks because people are starting to like him. And that's when the figure reveals themselves to be Gorilla Grodd. You're like, what? Grodd? Why were you under those ropes this whole time? What? So Airwave gets them out of there. And they go to the mysterious swamp that's still covered in muck and goo. And, well, the heroes figured out what we're doing. They're on to us. No matter, Grodd. They won't know what hit them. And we got the entirety of the Legion of Doom, except for Cheetah. Cheetah's not in there. She was on the cover, wasn't she? We have Lex Luthor, the Joker, Captain Cold, Black Manta, Scarecrow, Bizarro, Gorilla Grodd, of course, and Sinestro, and Airwave, I guess. And that's where the book ends, and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. I'm curious to see where we're going to go here. We are yesterday. Are these villain versions from the past coming together to fight the characters in the future? Possibly. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. An interesting issue. I don't think it's the strongest that we've seen from this run so far, but, you know, Mora's art continues to be impressive. Bond Villain's colors continue to be impressive. A very nice looking issue that gets the job done. Very pretty, very spot on. I dig what we're doing, even if I think it's kind of like, yeah, okay, sure. Where are we going? Nowhere crazy? Okay, fair enough. We figured out that this was all like a ruse, and the villains revealed themselves. Kind of on the nose, but hey, that's comics, you know? I can't hate it for that. So, Justice League Unlimited, issue number 5, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.